So the first 6 months are over of 2022. How have we progressed since, beginning of the year? Obviously, a lot has changed, but it'd be good to give a little update on everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot has changed, and I think I don't really even know where to start with answering the question. I think the thing to take into consideration is, and everyone always kind of says it, is that 6 weeks in social shepherd time is like 6 months to the rest of the world type thing. So things do move so quickly. Like 1 week, I could be like, okay, Jack, like, let's turn on the new business tab.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally by the end of that week, I'm like, we're on a new business ban. Like, we can't physically take on any more work. So it does move really, really quickly. I think where we are versus when we last did one of these updates, which was probably at the end of 2021, is we've onboarded quite a lot of like larger brands, like household names that kind of want to go in a different way with their creative on social, with their strategy on social. We have a lot of people approaching us for TikTok at the minute. We've got so many TikTok pitches going on. So yeah, I mean, we've onboarded a lot of really, really exciting clients, but also want to state that like, just because we're sort of onboarding like household names and stuff like that doesn't mean that we don't want to be working with those sort of small to medium sized businesses.
Scaling
like
brands,
that's still a really exciting challenge for us, and we really enjoy scaling with our clients. So I think the types of clients and the types of campaigns we're working on has changed just from us growing as an agency, sort of becoming more established within the industry. I guess the other thing that's changed is the services that we're doing. So like I said, TikTok is so much more prevalent at the minute. We're being on board as a TikTok shopping partner at the minute. And so the industry is shifting, definitely. I know later on I'm going to sit down and speak with one of the social team members about changes in Instagram feed that they're all fuming about. But yeah, I think the industry is going through a lot of change, and a lot of that is being driven by the popularity in terms of TikTok. Our creative team is busier than ever and has grown really significantly. So that's changed quite a bit. And influencer as well. I think naturally, with that fresh type of style of creative coming out, we always worked with influencers. And last year Kaylee joined us sort of later on in the year for influencer, and then recently we've had Lucy and Kemi join. So we've got a team of 3, sort of relatively soon to be a team of 4 growing an influencer, when there was no one this time last year in influencer, and kind of not really any plans to grow that into a separate department. So I think a lot of change, but I think that's kind of our job as a social agency. The industry moves so quickly, and you're never going to be offering the same service offering or the same strategy for like 2 years, for example.
100%.
Like if you are, then
pull your finger out.
There's something quite wrong going on there. But yeah, look, we're really busy. It's really good. For those that don't work here, might not necessarily know, but we have our strategy days, and we're doing one again in October, and that's when we kind of like look to the year ahead and set like our financial goals, our company growth goals, and things like that. And yeah, like everything's going really well. Like we're on track to hit
pretty
those.
much to plan. To plan, so which
is really good. Forecasting, I think, particularly when things are so up in the air with an industry and things are changing, can be quite difficult. But yeah, I mean, I guess we're soon to be a team of 35 with new hires coming in. With sort of plans to grow that up to probably 40 relatively soon after that. So yeah, just a lot of growth, and I think with growth comes a lot more need for processes. We're bringing in some quite experienced people into the business, which is really exciting. We're bringing on our first ever herd manager, which is really good fun, and potentially we are looking at, a new office space, which I won't really say too much about because we're in the midst of that at the minute, but
2 to 3 months, hopefully.
Yeah, looking to kind of find a home, build a custom studio in it. We're working with some partners on that. But yeah, just a lot going on. Really, really exciting. And I think like when we're in the middle of it, which I think we are at the minute, we're sort of holding off on a few new businessy bits at the minute because we're in the middle of pitching for some relatively large clients and stuff like that, and sort of just giving the team a bit of like a breather. And I think particularly with the updates coming through, they do need some time for like research and development in their department. So kind of going through a breathing phase at the minute because we are in it. And I always say like you can't really reflect on things when you're in the middle of it. I know, maybe ask me again in 4 weeks, but then I'll probably have the same answer for you. So maybe at the end of the year we'll have a clearer way to.
It is important to have like those like go periods, but then also breathe as well. You can't be just 100% going at it constantly.
It's like what we always say about like team capacity. Like I don't believe it's correct for any business to put a team at 100% capacity, because there's no scope for development, there's no scope for new business. You know, people will not do their best work, particularly when it's strategic work and it needs innovation and creativity, whenever they're just like back to back to back. So we try our best. We are really busy all the time, to be honest, and there's always work that can be done. I wouldn't really say that anyone is sat here twiddling their thumbs, but we do really try our best to kind of make sure that everyone has that breathing space, which is why I annoyingly come to you and I'm like, yeah, no team is pitching at the minute, you need to stop that, which is probably quite frustrating. But yeah, I think things are going good. Well, they are going good. They're just excited to see where we are in another 6 months.
Another 6 months. Yeah, we'll do another video when we get there.